Good morning, it's about 4:40. I'm getting ready to start the Humphrey's Peak hike. It is 4.8 miles to the summit. Alright, there's Humphrey's Peak in the early morning light. Let's see what time I can get up there, and hopefully the views are going to be pretty nice. Not much of a sign here, especially in the dark, but the girl in front of me missed it and I missed it and we both went that way. But anyway, going in the right direction now. So far the trail has been full of roots. Some rocks, but more roots than anything else. The trail has gone from roots to rocks to roots to a mix, and this is not too bad now. Okay, I'm in a giant rock slide here now, hopefully above 10,000 feet already. Yeah, the trail got rocky again. I just took a little break. I'm gonna get some food and water and then get started again. I'm not sure what elevation tree line is here. It's probably close to 12,000 feet, so I'll be in the trees for most of this hike. And about, if my assumption's correct, then about 600 feet of elevation gain above tree line. The negative about that is you don't see as much, but if it's really hot and sunny, it's good to have the shade. I'm back at the rock slide again. Maybe this is getting closer to the top of it, but still doing some long gradual sections and then switching back. I'm gonna put the camera away now and just wait until I get up to the tree line before I pull it out again and film. Okay, I'm at 11,400 feet, which means I have 1,233 to go, around there. And getting closer to tree line. Looks like that's about it up there for the trees. Starting to get some views too. So I'm gonna get a little water and get moving again. Taking my time. I'm definitely feeling probably the elevation more, but also the fatigue in my legs from yesterday. So I can't push this. I just need to take my time and get there, but we'll get it pretty soon. Trail crest. No elevation marker here, but I am getting up high. It's getting cold and windy. I believe that will be the summit right there. Okay, after a tough final section, I made it to the top of Humphrey's Peak. 12,633 feet, highest point in Arizona. I see why people have built this rock wall. It is extremely windy. This is the strongest wind I've ever been in. It was tough. I mean, it was definitely blowing me sideways. I can't stay up here too long. It's just gonna be cold, but I'm actually warming up right now. This rock wall definitely helps. It's hazy again on the horizon. Oh, this is good. I'm actually warming up now, so the rock wall helps. I'm gonna film a little bit. I'm gonna stay down for just a few minutes and warm up and get something to eat, and then I'll film around a little bit more, give you an idea of the wind, and then start back down. Right now I'm feeling pretty good. At least the sun's on me. I'm warming up already. I'm staying low to stay out of the wind as much as possible. I'm gonna get up and film a little bit just to give you an idea of it. It's chilly. I'm not cold here or staying. But north, you can see both rims of the Grand Canyon. So lower north of what is the south rim, and then the one further back is the north rim. And I think that, I don't know if I'm sure what the north rim is away. It's pretty far. people suspect is that this whole area was actually a giant volcano at one point, and it kind of blew up, exploded, erupted, and then, you know, the lava flow was kind of out that way, similar to what Mount St. Helens did. That's what people suspect anyway. I'm gonna stand up in a little bit and do a quick 360-degree view, get back down again, warm my hands up again, and then start back down. I feel good once I get out of the wind, but as soon as the wind hits them for a little bit, they're starting to get really cold. I wish I would have. I have gloves in the car, I just didn't throw them in the backpack. Oh well. Let me get up and do a 360. East and then south. Okay, one last look from the top of Humphrey's Peak, and then I gotta start back down. Once I get down a little bit lower, I'll be out of the wind, but the bad side is the trail is on the west side of the ridge, so you're in the wind. Yeah, this is pretty nice up here. I don't feel too badly. I don't have much of a headache. A little bit, but not like, I don't feel like I did on Pikes Peak for sure. But I think either way, I'm heading back down to the Phoenix area, and I'll spend a little time with my family and just do some peaks on the way back to Texas. There's other time for other ones. And I know I could do it now, so. I could head into Nevada right now. I could head back to Colorado, but I think I'll head back to the warm country. It's gonna feel good after this. All right, that's it from the top of Humphrey's Peak in Arizona. Time to fight the wind for about a mile and then warm up. Okay, that's the summit of Humphrey's up there. I'm actually still on the west side of the mountain, but the wind has unbelievably died down just a few hundred feet lower, maybe only 100 feet lower. Man, that was crazy. Still see the shadow of the mountain, and there's the shadow of the Grand Canyon up there. It's nice just to be down out of that wind. That is crazy. I may have underestimated the speed of the wind too. I said 30 to 40 in the text message. I said 30. There were some gusts that were probably 50, maybe more. Maybe that was my first taste of 6 miles. Still a big patch of snow way down there. This is facing south and then east, and there's more snow that I filmed earlier in the ravines down there. So, different view here down there, trail crest. Back at the trail crest. I'm just going to take a little break, and then I'm going to move as fast as possible down to the car. There's that patch of snow that I was filming from above. There were two guys coming up, maybe around the first fall summit or the second one. Both of them were in shorts, t-shirts, and I said, I hope you have extra layers, and they didn't say anything. So, I mean, as long as they keep moving, they should be okay, but it's frigid up there with the wind. I said maybe the wind chill in the 20s, but I'd say definitely in the 30s. But it's warming up now. It feels pretty good down here already. I'm going to take my hat off and maybe one of these layers and then get moving. Very nice views. Yeah. Some nice flowers here growing along the trail. There were actually a lot of nice wildflowers closer to the summit, but I didn't film any of those. I'm gonna get moving again. I've been actually jogging a little bit. I might do a little bit while I'm filming, but not right here. I'll wait till a nice section. Okay, back to the 11,400 foot marker. Back into the trees. I've been back in the trees for a little while already, and making my way down quickly as possible. I'm feeling my knees a little bit. Nothing major, but they took a lot of pounding yesterday, and they're taking some pounding today too. The sun's coming up over the mountain. I have no idea what time it is. I didn't check the time when I summited, but I did take a picture up there not too long after I summited, so I should have a good estimation of my climbing time and my return time once I get back. Yeah, see, some of these sections here, you just have to be careful. Other ones are pretty nice. You can make good time on them. Good. I think you do most of the climbing in the second half of the route, and it's a little bit more gradual during the first half. But I say I'm already 11,300, if not 11,200. Gotta keep moving. It's nicer down here, obviously much warmer, feels better, and don't have too much of a headache, just a little bit. So, I mean, the elevation is still getting to me, but I probably am acclimated a little bit more to it than I was at the start of the trip. Although I have spent a good deal of time back down lower since Pikes Peak. It's amazing. I mean, there's virtually no wind here versus you get a couple thousand feet higher and just a mile or two in one direction, and the wind is pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, I probably look like one of those guys in the videos of hurricanes. It wasn't that extreme, but I was definitely walking sideways for a little bit. At least, I mean, leaning to the side. You get the picture. I don't know, 50 to 60 miles an hour, maybe some of the gusts were. Just getting a little bit more jogging in on these easy sections. And then you hit something like this and you kind of have to slow down. The trail's cleared up now, but it's gonna get, I think, rocky again. And then towards the bottom, it's just a lot of roots. But I hope to be down in half an hour, if not less. Some nice wildflowers here. They look a little bit like bluebonnets. I wonder if they're a relative. That thing is giant. Anyway, back at the trail registry, maybe I should change my date since I put July 10th instead of the 11th. Okay, back out of the woods. Just a walk to the other side where you see the forest, and that's it. Another successful state high point completed, and another high summit. The first one is definitely not the summit. The second one I don't think is. I think the third one is right there. I think that's the summit of Humphreys. So that was 4.8 miles and 3,300 feet of elevation gain. Okay, I made it back. That was Humphreys Peak hike. Great hike, pretty challenging with the wind, but it was another successful adventure. Heading back to lower ground and warmer weather now.